Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So this video is exactly what the title says. This is going to be a complete guide to all the voodoo dolls in the game. This video has been a long time coming. I'm surprised I haven't done one of these yet, honestly. It's been something that's been highly requested, and I've just put it off for so long because I wanted to get to know the voodoo dolls more myself as well. I still don't know everything about them, but I'm going to do my best to explain them all to you because you guys deserve to know what that confusing doll update brought to you guys. So in the release notes, it stated that we got 3 new types of dolls. The original Voodoo doll is still here. We don't need to worry about that, but a bunch of dolls got changed around. So the Voodoo doll, that's easy to explain. Everything's basically the same. You still got all your normal skills, your normal heal, your normal passive skills and whatnot. Everything is the same with the Voodoo doll. Nothing has changed there. So if you do want just a classic Voodoo doll, you can just try and loot yourself Eclipso's Radiance, or there's probably one available for you to buy in the shop somewhere. You probably had to do a Gypsy and get a Voodoo doll. But yeah, besides that, I'm going to be showing you guys the Spirit doll, the Mojo doll, and the Bane doll. So these were all the new doll types that were added. And first, because I have it in my inventory, I'm going to show you guys the Spirit doll. So the Spirit doll I have upgraded a bit, but I'm going to retrain my Voodoo doll just so I can show you guys every single skill that is available for you. So obviously you got your Focus and Spirit Ward. I'm not going to worry about that. I am going to worry about these other skills here though. So it seems that we maxed out all the skill points for the Spirit doll. Now I'm going to go over everything that this thing does. So for the Spirit doll, I am going to have to bring my alt over here because these skills need a lot of... These skills are basically healing. The Spirit doll is a very passive Voodoo doll, so it's a lot of healing, which is, I mean, that's fine. But yeah, I do need someone here to demonstrate everything. Obviously, you guys know Resolve. Resolve is the instant revive skill. So if my character were knocked down, I can't knock him down on command. If he were knocked down, I actually just realized I can knock him down on command. Since he has less health and he has Storm Sphere, I can just attune him and then I can hit Resolve, and it will instantly full heal and revive the person you're attuned to. Now if we move to the 7th skill here, Obviate, which says heal your target for 60-88 and cure negative effects, and then make your target immune to negative effects for some time. So what that all means is it instantly heals for 688 health, which is okay, and then it cures all the negative effects such as stun effects like Brawl, the fire effect, any kind of negative effect on you, even a curse, it would heal a curse. So any negative effect that's on you, it would instantly get rid of. And it also makes you immune to those effects for some time, so they can't brawl you and whatnot. This would be a very good skill for group PvP and stuff. Next up is Lifelink, which is basically just a regeneration skill. It heals the target for 481 per tick, so about 4,000 health overall, but it heals 481 every second. And we'll demonstrate that out really quick. I don't think it'll actually heal because I have max health, but yeah, you guys get the point. And then Obviate, you guys can see what that does. And then there's the... So it actually doesn't last a very long time. It only lasts for about 3 seconds, but it is very quick to restart, as you guys saw. It only takes like 5 seconds to regenerate. One thing I will say about the Voodoo doll, the Spirit doll, is it takes a lot of Voodoo. And I mean, if you have Focus Max, I mean, you can take it, but it does take a lot of Voodoo to use all these skills, so just be careful with the Spirit doll, especially with these skills right here, Lifelink and Obviate. Just be careful with those. And Thrall is a pretty nice skill, making an on-target unwilling to attack you, but it doesn't work well while alone. And let's try that out really quick, because I wanna demonstrate that. So yeah, and Thrall does not work very well. I just used it, and this K-Bat's still attacking me, so just be careful with Thrall, because it doesn't work well alone. Vampire Leech is pretty self-explanatory, but your friend's receiving a portion of their incoming health. So if someone's regenerating health, you're gonna receive a portion of that health. Wellspring is restore target's Voodoo over time. This is pretty good because Voodoo is very valuable, and you don't get a lot of Voodoo, as you can see. So I like this skill. Mend is just your basic heal skill, heals 3,763 health. It's a lot for a heal. And then you got Renew, which is just regenerating your own health. So this will just last for 10 seconds, and it'll regenerate my health over time. It's pretty nice. And that is all for the Spirit doll. We'll move into the next one, the Mojo doll. So really quickly, I'll retrain my doll here, and I will try to unlock all the skills for this. So the Spirit doll was about healing. The Mojo doll is about defense, and I will show that to you right now. So if you attune, get this K-Bat to attack me. Haven, this is the 8th skill in the list. It actually makes you immune for all attack for 10 seconds. And people use this a ton in group PvP and stuff. It's actually very useful for PvP, I will say, because doing those domination and capture the chest groups with people using Haven left and right, it was so annoying. Pain Link, which is a really interesting skill, I'm surprised they even learned how to code this, is you take 25% damage from attacks for 10 seconds. 150% of damage taken is split across attuned enemies. That's wild. Like, how did they even learn how to code that? That is insane, man. That's Pain Link right there. Stagger, which is, I mean, I'm reading through it, all incoming damage is reduced by 50% and then staggered out over 8 seconds, which is pretty basic. Black Aegis is another shield attack, which is you're immune for the next enemy attack for 4 seconds. If the Aegis blocks an attack, you become immune to curses and attunements for 5 seconds. So if this actually ends up blocking and someone tries to attack you with this on, you're immune to all attunements and stuff for 5 seconds. And then absorption, 80% of the damage done to yourself over 10 seconds is returned as health. So, pretty basic. Enrage, increase enemy damage by 52% for 14 seconds, but force them to attack you. So this just grabs everyone's aggro. I'm curious to see how that works in PvP and whatnot. Safeguard, provide a shield to yourself worth 50% of your max health for 14 seconds. That's pretty good. And then the first skill, Exhaust. Enemies deal 20% less damage to you for 8 seconds. Restores Voodoo when hit. That's pretty good too. So you get a nice Voodoo regen. Again, the Mojo doll is pretty self-explanatory. The skills you want to look out for here are Haven. Absorption is definitely a good one as well. 80% of the damage done to yourself over 10 seconds is earned as health. Like, these 1-point skills are easy to unlock because you can just unlock them. 3 skill points and you unlock all of these, and they're actually pretty good skills too. Haven, you definitely want to max because that is overpowered. And then Pain Link is really interesting. I'm curious to see how that works. I might demonstrate it in another video or something, but that's really interesting. So obviously, if I was putting my skill points together, I would do them a lot differently. You guys can make your own skill points charts for now. I would definitely recommend Haven, Pain Link, these 3 1-point skills. Enrage, I don't think is that good. I don't know how it works though, so you'll have to see about that, but I don't think it's that much. Safeguard, definitely look out for. Exhaust is okay, but I would focus on your focus skill and your attune skill. Spirit ward isn't that important. And then I forgot to tell you guys what to do with the spirit doll. But if you guys are deciding to main spirit doll, I would again focus on the focus skill, attune skill, so you can have max attunement and stuff. Definitely get resolve. I would definitely get OVA. I don't know if you want to upgrade it fully because it's already pretty good. I would definitely invest in lifelink. And Thrall is pretty good if it works, but it doesn't always work, so keep that in mind. I wouldn't get Vampire Cleash. It doesn't look like that good of a skill. Wellspring is definitely a good one. Restore target's Voodoo. And Mend you definitely want. Renew is also a good one just in case you need your own healing. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to move on to our last Voodoo doll that we have to go over, which is the Bane doll. So I'll retrain my skills here and you guys can take a look at what we got for this Bane doll. So obviously Spirit doll is healing, Mojo doll is defense, and then you got the Bane doll, which obviously you guys can could guess which it is. It's an attack doll. And I can actually demonstrate all these for you guys. So right off the bat, this Plague skill is actually a 1-point skill, so is Bloodlust. So let me tell you, this Bane doll looks OP. Just by first glance, it looks insane. Smite looks incredible. Entangle prevents enemy from moving. Dude, all of these look insane. This first skill, Lacerate too. Like, look at these, man. So I was actually able to upgrade all of these, and we're gonna try them all out because we got K-Bats here. Why not? So let's give this a go. Let's use Firestorm, see how much damage it does. 2,800. It's not a K-Bat though, keep in mind, so it'll do a little bit more than it's supposed to. Still pretty OP skill because it does damage with fire. Let's try out Maw next. Let's see what that does. About 3,000 damage. That's pretty good. And this intoxicates, so I guess that makes them probably more likely to miss, is my best guess. Maybe damages them over time. Who knows? Plague, which seems pretty good, is all attuned opponents are infected over time. When the infection ends, it bounces to nearby enemies, lasts for 6 seconds. Okay, I want to see this. I want to see this. so plague. So it infects them with poison, does damage. It didn't infect that K-Bet though, which is weird. So I don't know if that's working right, but it's still pretty good. That did a lot of damage for then just poison or whatnot. Okay, next up is Bitter Touch. Impale attuned opponents on an icy spear, dealing damage and slowing them. Deals 1900 to 2000. Place a stacking cold on an enemy. When it reaches 5 stacks, they're frozen solid. And this lasts 18 seconds. Jeez. So let's attune this thing. Let's try. Well, it's gonna one shot, but apparently if you get five freezes on them in 18 seconds, they're frozen solid. That's sick, dude. And you got Bloodlust over here. All of your voodoo attacks restore health based on damage dealt. Heal for a portion of the damage you deal. Last 10 seconds. Okay, I want to try this. Let's get this K-Bet to attack me a bit. Let's get it to damage me. Get me to like minus 200 or whatnot, and then we're going to use Bloodlust and see if we can use Smite and actually heal ourselves. Okay, it's got me down quite a bit. Let's use Bloodlust now, and then we're going to use Smite, which is just a basic attack. Yeah, that does heal. It healed me for like 200. That's pretty sweet. So you guys just saw Bloodlust and Smite. Let's try Entangle now. So apparently this binds the opponent's feet. So this should prevent them from moving. But it's basically Grave Shackles, but it actually does damage instead of doing 1 damage. And then last rate, this is basically the poke of the Bane doll, except it's supposed to heal some voodoo with it, which it didn't take away any voodoo, so I assume that healed. Pretty good for the basic skill, I would say. If you guys are starting off with doll, I would definitely recommend Bane doll to level it up a bit, but once you get past that, I would just heal it at bosses to level. Get out your spirit doll, just mend everyone. You can easily get it to level 30 like that. But yeah, that's it for the voodoo doll guide. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video has been a long time in the making, and I probably should have made it much earlier, but it's here now, guys. Obviously, Voodoo Doll is just all the same, so if you guys wanna, I'll show you my skill points for that. But for Bane Doll, I would definitely keep Smite and Entangle. Lacerate, that's basically the poke, so you don't need it. It's gonna put 1 skill point into it automatically. Firestorm, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's not that good. It does burn, but it doesn't do a lot of damage, which is the problem. Maw, I would definitely consider getting Maw and Plague. Plague does a lot of damage if you're fighting a boss. And then Bloodlust as well if you want to heal. So if I had to go with everything, I would say Bloodlust, Plague, Maw, Smite, and Entangle. I would max those out, max out Focus, max out Attune Doll, and then go from there, maybe unlock Firestorm or maybe do something else into Bitter Touch or something. But yeah, that's just my opinion. This whole guide is just opinion based, so if you guys can experiment around and see what you guys like personally, because it is all personal preference what you guys prefer. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like down below. Remember to subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000 subs. Really want to hit that goal by the end of this year, which we still got over 11 months ago, so we're making good time. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.